"This house is always going to have rough edges," said Henry Wood, resting his frayed sneakers on a splintered pillar. "It's never going to look like the breakers. But in fact it's the rough edges and salt-encrusted surfaces that Mr. Wood, a 79-year-old Boston architect, treasures most about Clingstone. For nearly half a century, he has kept them more or less intact, and the house standing, through his own hard labor and that of others. He and a crew of family and friends who share his passion for the place's deep bohemian funk, as Nicholas Benson, a stone carver from Newport, put it, have dedicated their time and skills to keeping the place from slipping into the water forever." In 1961, when Mr. Wood bought the house with his ex-wife Joan, who is also an architect, for $3,600, it had been empty for 2 decades. All of its 65 windows were smashed, and its slate roof was wide open to the sky. Vandals had been creative on the second floor. The interior shingles were embedded with marbles, they still are, which had been blasted there by some sort of firearm. The house, he learned, had been built by a distant cousin, J.S. Lovering Wharton, from Philadelphia, who had a summer house in the Fort Wetherell area in South Jamestown. Newport tended to attract New York society. Philadelphians summered in quieter Jamestown. When the fort was enlarged at the end of the 1800s, the government seized his land, and Clingstone was his rebuke, Mr. Wood said. He said, "I'm going to build where no one can bother me." Working with an artist, William Trost Richards, Mr. Wharton designed a shingle-style house of picture windows, with 23 rooms on 3 stories radiating off a vast central hall. Its plan is less a blueprint than a diagram of arrows indicating sightlines.